Okay, here we are. We're over by the garages, and this is where I got the water pressure at 70 psi, so that worked. But what I wanted to talk about here just a little bit is the casement, the door casement coming down. Okay, on all three of the garage car entries, the casement comes down and touches the ground, touches the concrete. It's in direct contact with the concrete, with the cement, with the driveway. Okay, capillary action. Moisture is drawn up inside the wood off of the moisture that's held inside the porous concrete. And so it comes in and it causes premature rotting right there at those bases. There should have been a 2-inch gap. A lot of people cut a little V slot inside of there. That's kind of attractive. I'm going to use this just as an example because we're going to go around and we're going to see some things. So this is for future reference. Okay, but when you have a fenestration like this and you got brickwork or stucco or something like that, you got brickwork. Okay, brick is porous. Water goes right through it. Now they painted this brick, so they've taken a low to zero maintenance exterior wall system and turned it into a routine maintenance wall system. So unless you like cracked and peeling paint, because that's not going to affect the brick. So if you want the rustic look, maybe you just wait for the paint to crack. I don't know. But around the foundation perimeter we have weep holes because brick is porous. And so we expect water to get back behind there. We've got drainage planes between the brick, between the structure and the brickwork. The brickwork is the facade, but it's a heavy facade. So when you get around, fenestrations like this, we have metal lintels that have been installed. Those metal lintels hold the brickwork up over this area because this brick's all the way up here, and it's tied in. It's supposed to be. But over here we've interrupted the drainage plane, so we've installed these lintels. Over our lintels we've installed weep holes. Now most of the time you won't see water come out of these. You might if you have an event or something. Most of the time you don't see water come out of these. Okay, most of the time it's just vapor. But we still want the moisture to escape, and that's why we have the weep holes over our lintels. Our rain gutters are below grade. Coming around here, a tree shouldn't be closer than 25 feet to a slab foundation to allow for root growth, okay? Because if roots grow, they get bigger. When they get bigger, they push against your foundation. And then also those roots will come underneath there. We want a consistent, even amount of moisture that's going through the system and through the around the structure, and the trees will rob that moisture and keep it from being consistent. So not only are the trees robbing moisture, but they're also growing and putting undue force on your foundation. And then when these trees grow up, right now they're cute little kittens, but they grow up to be nasty old tomcats. These branches are going to be rubbing on your roof, be causing damage to your rain gutters and those kinds of things. Are you going to move it? I don't know. So we come over here. So far we've gotten painted brick exterior wall system. But we also got some stucco here. Okay? Kind of a hard coat stucco. Alright? If we look underneath the stucco here, we see me in the mirror. If we look underneath the stucco here, we see that there are no weep holes. You're not supposed to see the wood just like that. We need a weep screed underneath the stucco, and there is no weep screed underneath the stucco. And I check all the way around. I check all three sides, and it's just not there. Moving on along. Okay, I'm not sure about the flashing details about these windows. They may be perfectly well, but I'm not sure. And moving on along. Come along here. We're going counterclockwise around the house because we haven't discovered this yet. No weep screed, no weep screed, no weep screed. Okay. Come over here. This is like a water heater discharge, and I'm not sure what this third pipe is for. I suspect that this third pipe needs to be tilted down towards the ground. Again, I'm not sure. So move over here. We've got some ceramic tile on our front porch. It's nice and smooth, kind of classy. Alright, feels good. When it's wet, it's going to become super, super slippery. Alright, then we come over here, and this is the front porch, but at our front portico, we continue with the stucco motif, and not only do we have high soil here, but we do not have any weep screed. We have weep holes. See the weep hole right there? We have weep holes on our brickwork, but we have no weep screed around our stucco or on the front columns. The lawn sprinkler head should not be closer than 5 inches to flat work. This is the garden border here is flat work. Trees too close, like I said before. These vents are fresh air induction vents. Because this is a tight house, we want to introduce fresh air into the house at certain intervals to make it healthy. So there's that. We painted over, I guess they kind of got out. Okay, we painted over our pest control thing. I haven't tried you yet. There you go. Moving on along. Weep holes, everything's looking fine. And by the way, weep holes. Look at the condition of the lintels. Alright? Just check that out. Moving on along here.